The instrument that we're going to look at now is on the left. It's the airplane, and it is known as the turn and bank indicator. The turn and bank indicator is two instruments in one. It tells the pilot when the plane is turning and how well the turn is being executed, whether there is too much or too little bank for the rate of turn. The pilot may also check for balance and coordination in straight and level flight. The turn needle always deflects in the direction of the turn and indicates the rate at which the aircraft is turning about its vertical yaw axis. Most modern airplanes have a variation of this instrument called the turn coordinator. It looks like an attitude indicator, but gives information only about the turn, not about the pitch attitude. The ball part of the turn indicator is simply an agate or steel ball that moves freely inside a curved sealed glass tube filled with liquid. The lowest point on the glass tube is the middle of the instrument. In straight and level flight, gravity keeps the ball there, centered between the two lines. In a turn, if the aircraft is neither slipping nor skidding, the ball will be kept centered by centrifugal force. If the aircraft were in a slip, the tail sagging into the turn, the ball would fall to the low side of the instrument. In a skid, the tail swinging wide outside the turn, the ball would be on the high side. Left side, we see the airplane, and now it's in level flight. Also we see that the black ball in the middle of that white tube, which is banked up on either side and has the two lines, is the ball is just about in the middle, which means it's coordinated. So now we see the airplane turning to the right a little bit, and that means that it is in a turn, and the ball being in between those two lines, that the turn slip indicator, that is telling you that the turn is coordinated, that the rudder is in the correct position for straight and level flight, and there is no yaw in the airplane. Now we are going to put in rudders. You see below the heading indicator, I'm adding left rudder, and you see how the ball goes outside those white lines. That's an uncoordinated turn. Now I'm going to move the rudder to the right, and you see the ball moves to the left. And every time what you do is you see that the ball is to the left, you want to move the rudder towards that ball. So if you move the rudder here towards the right, it is going to center the ball. And you can see we're doing a turn right now, a 2-minute turn, and that is a coordinated 2-minute turn. You see on the turn and bank indicator that there is a written in there 2-minute turn. Now, what does 2-minute turn mean? Well, that means if you are turning the aircraft, as you see we're going to the bank, and we get the airplane lined up on that line that says right, that line that's just below the bank, as you can see I'm turning the airplane towards the right and trying to move it towards there, that line will indicate that we are doing a 2-minute turn. And what a 2-minute turn means is it takes 2 minutes to do a 360-degree turn. So if I wanted to turn around and go 180 degrees, the opposite direction, I would put the airplane, the white airplane, on that the bottom line there in the 2-minute turn, and it would go and time 1 minute on my clock, and that would tell me I'm doing 180 degrees. But that has to be in a coordinated turn. So why would I do that? Well, the reason why is because if I lose the heading indicator, which is there on the right, if I lose that indicator and I'm in the clouds and I want to turn around and go back the way I was, I would put the airplane on that line and hack the clock for a minute, and then I know that I would be close to 180 degrees of where I was going. Now, it also works if we want to do a 90-degree turn. So what we would do is we would do a 30-second turn that was coordinated, where the plane is on the line, like here would be a left turn, and that is coordinated and the ball is in the center.